Hi, my name's Doug Nagy. I am a lifelong Clevelander. I am standing in front of the old Halley department store building where my grandma used to work. I'm currently a graduate student at the University of Chicago Booth School of Business. And just a couple months ago, I was able to call my grandma and tell her that I got a new job just a couple blocks from here in downtown Cleveland, and that I'd be able to move back to the city that I love. There's a lot of young people moving into the heart of the city, and I'm really excited. We have a lot of momentum going on. But one thing that I'm really worried about is all this talk about building new skywalks here in downtown Cleveland. Other cities, Baltimore, Cincinnati, are tearing down their skywalks to bring pedestrian life back to the city and vibrancy back to the city. I recently took a trip to Detroit. It's very obvious that young people are also moving into the historic buildings in Midtown and downtown Detroit, but the skywalks there are sapping a lot of the momentum that's building in downtown Detroit and really sucking the life off of Detroit sidewalks. I took some video so you can see what I'm talking about. And I think you'll come to share in my position that we can't build any more of these skywalks in downtown Cleveland. So let's head to Detroit and see what skywalks in a downtown look like. So welcome to rush hour here in downtown Detroit. The roads are very busy with cars. It's about 5:30 p.m. We're sitting here right in front of General Motors headquarters. About several thousand people work in this building, as well as the building behind me, which is the county government headquarters. So literally there's thousands of employees that are getting off work at this hour, right at this intersection. But the goofy thing is you'll see that there's hardly anybody actually on the sidewalks here. This street corner is almost devoid of people. And despite the fact that it's the busiest time of the day, the weather is great. It's about 50 degrees, which is way better than the temperature has been. But because these people commute to work via these skywalks, as you see here, there's lots of people walking in the skywalk. There's actually very few people on the sidewalk, and so you won't see any stores or restaurants in this area, and it's not a very welcoming area because of these skywalks. Here a skywalk connects with the county government headquarters, and people walk between their parking garage and the county government headquarters over here, which leads us to the question, what is Detroit? What is the city? When I think of a city, it's the space in between, the roads here, the sidewalks. This General Motors headquarters, when it was moved to downtown Detroit, was supposed to be the savior of downtown Detroit, but how is it supposed to save the area and bring more vibrancy to the district when none of the employees that work there actually step foot on the sidewalk? So here we are in Greektown in Detroit. This neighborhood was similar to Little Italy in Cleveland, and it was the site of the new casino. And it's connected both to the valet parking garage over here and from the valet parking garage over here to the casino. So most of the people that come in to go to this casino actually walk right over the local businesses that you can see kind of right here going down the street. It's a beautiful day, about 50 degrees. But you also see that most people still use this skywalk, that the skywalk's actually still much busier. One of the things we've heard about the skywalk talk in Cleveland is that people won't use it on nice days, but actually today is a very beautiful day, much warmer than previous days this week. But you'll see that there's actually many fewer people walking on the local sidewalk, and so these local businesses are actually struggling. I talked to one of the waitresses, and she said that people walk right over us, and that they actually have had a decline in business since the casino. A large part because these skywalks actually shuffle the people right over the local neighborhood. And I voted for the casino because I thought it would be a great idea for downtown Cleveland. But I'm really worried about these skywalks, and I don't think they should be a part of the plan. You can see they're just very busy, just packed full of people. We're now up in the skywalk level here in downtown Detroit. It's a bit later in the day, so both county and corporate offices are closed. But this is the county government headquarters from 1951 here in downtown Detroit. This complex, along with the 1970s Renaissance Center, which is now GM's world headquarters, were both built with the goal of revitalizing downtown Detroit. But that's proved to be an elusive goal, and it's still the hot topic here in Detroit. So here's a copy of a recent Detroit Free Press article where Dan Gilbert highlights his vision of what will bring vibrancy to downtown Detroit. And he views that creating sidewalk-level vibrancy, sidewalk cafes, retail at the sidewalk level is the key to revitalizing downtown Detroit. And you could see from the picture that it's imagined that more people would be on the sidewalk in downtown Detroit when it's revitalized. But the question remains is how will there be more people on the sidewalk if skywalks continue to divert large amounts of pedestrians? Hi, we're standing right in the middle of Prospect, right in the shadow of the new county headquarters, which will be in this building over here. And this is the skywalk that the current proposal is to renovate it. The interesting thing about walking through this block is that there's over 20 potential storefronts for retail or for restaurants, but that most are vacant or used for office or parking. So you can see that this entire block right here, this stretch, literally in the shadow of the building, is vacant. We've even put public art in the windows to make us feel better about the vacancy. And so this whole argument about the skywalk has a lot to do with the historic fabric of Cleveland. What do we want Cleveland to look like? So this building right here, Winton Manor, was home to our original famous Cleveland chef. Before we had Michael Simon, we had Chef Boyardee right here. Was where his famous kitchen was at. And this building has 2 available retail spots that could fit for a restaurant or a store. Both are currently vacant. And as we saw in Detroit, these skywalks take the pedestrians and that economic demand up off the sidewalk and never share it with the local neighborhood. And so we're literally steps away from the county office building, but you can almost picture the people walking right over this neighborhood, similar to what we saw in Detroit. The buildings on these blocks used to be full of retail jobs. My grandma is a tough little seamstress from Mount Pleasant, and she was able to come down here for her job via public transportation. You can see that we're just steps away from the skywalk. Currently, the plan to renovate this skywalk would cost $700,000. It'll be cheaper to tear it down. And the thing that we definitely can't afford is to bypass this neighborhood for another generation. We clearly need more people walking on the sidewalk, more demand on the sidewalk, and that can help bring more life to these storefronts. We have a choice in front of us here in downtown Cleveland. Do we want sterile 1950s downtown Detroit where no one ever steps foot on the sidewalk? Or do we want more East Forest, more Ohio cities, more of my grandma's downtown Cleveland where the sidewalks were full of life and it was a city that attracted new people, new jobs, and you just wanted to be there?